Main the hero as Senegal edge Egypt to reach TotalEnergies CAF AFCON 2025 final. Official CAF match report, Morocco vs Nigeria and Senegal vs Egypt, January 14, 2026. Sadio Mane has secured Senegal's ticket to the final of the TotalEnergies CAF Africa Cup of Nations, Morocco 2025, thanks to his lone goal scored just over 10 minutes from the end of the semi-final clash against Egypt on Wednesday, January 14, at the Grand Stade of Tangier. As expected, the first half was tense. Egypt sat deep in a low block and waited for Senegal, who struggled to put together their attacking moves. The only real chance came in the 19th minute, when Nicholas Jackson fired a shot from the edge of the box, but his effort sailed over the crossbar, briefly lifting the crowd. A notable moment of the first half was the injury-forced exit of Senegal captain Kalidou Koulibaly, 23 foot. Earlier, he had received a yellow card that will rule him out of the final. At halftime, Senegal and Egypt were still level. Both coaching staffs made their first changes at the start of the second half. Habib Diarra made way for Lamine Camara for Senegal, while Trezeguet came on for Ahmed Fatou for Egypt. On the pitch, the pattern remained the same. Senegal dominated possession and pressed forward, while Egypt continued to defend resolutely. Eventually, the Pharaohs paid the price for a brief lapse in concentration. In the 78th minute, Sadio Mane struck from the edge of the penalty area, placing the ball just inside the post beyond El Shenawi. Senegal took the lead. Egypt finally pushed forward and left spaces at the back. From a pass by Camara, Pape Gueye sent his shot high, 82 foot. Egypt coach Hossam Hassan threw on his remaining attacking options late in the game, but Senegal held firm. Egypt registered their first shot on target in stoppage time, 90 plus 5 foot, comfortably saved by Edouard Mendy. With this narrow but valuable victory, the Lions of Tirana booked their place in the final of the TotalEnergies CAF AFCON 2025, their third final in the last 4 editions since 2019. They will face either Nigeria or Morocco, who meet at the Prince Moulay Abdallah Sports. Post-match reactions. TotalEnergies man of the match, Sadio Mane, Senegal. From the start, we did it together. We avoided making individual errors or committing unnecessary fouls. I think we managed the game well from start to finish and, overall, we deserve to win. We have to be honest about the final and I think all the teams are amazing. We'll see, and we'll try to be ready for the final, above all to give our best. Egypt coach Hossam Hassan. I am really proud of my players who really displayed good character against a tough opponent. I have just told my players that I am proud of them because they defended the Egyptian flag and the Egyptian people with act of courage. Senegal played very well and I can't take anything away from them as they played well today. Senegal coach Pape Gueye. We have very happy to have reached the final. It was not easy against a good side like Egypt. My players were determined to win the match and their determination showed on the pitch. I pay tribute to Egypt as they played well and gave us a very good match. Now we will focus on preparing for the final and will apply ourselves to it. Morocco 0-0 Nigeria, Morocco won 4-2 on penalties. Yassine Bounou saved 2 penalties. Morocco play their first AFCON final since 2004. They will face Senegal in Sunday's final in Rabat. Morocco 0-0 Nigeria, Morocco 4-2 on penalties. Goalkeeper Yassine Bounou emerged the hero as hosts Morocco booked their place in the final of the TotalEnergies Africa Cup of Nations, AFCON, for the first time in 22 years, edging Nigeria 4-2 on penalties after a goalless semi-final in Rabat on Wednesday night. After 90 minutes and extra time failed to separate the sides, the contest was settled from the penalty spot, where Bounou rose to the occasion in front of a packed stade Prince Moulay Abdallah. The Morocco goalkeeper underlined his status as one of the continent's finest, producing decisive saves to deny Samuel Chukwueze and Bruno Onyemaki and propel the Atlas Lions one step closer to continental glory. Neil El Ainoui and Paul Onyewacha converted the opening penalties for their respective sides, before Nigeria appeared to gain the upper hand when Stanley Nwabali saved Hamza Igamane's effort. That advantage, however, was swiftly erased as Bounou read Chukwueze's kick to perfection, restoring parity. Elias Ben Seger and Fizeo Delibashiru kept their nerve in the next round, before Captain Achraf Hakimi stepped up confidently to put Morocco 3-2 ahead with the penultimate kick. Bounou then delivered the defining moment of the shootout, stretching out a strong hand to repel Onyemaki's attempt. With the stadium holding its breath, Youssef Ennessairai stepped up and calmly dispatched the decisive penalty, sending the Rabat crowd into raptures and sealing a historic night for the hosts. The victory came as a huge release of pressure for Morocco, who have carried the weight of expectation throughout the tournament as hosts. For Nigeria, hopes of reaching a second consecutive AFCON final were dashed, and the Super Eagles will now turn their attention to the third-place playoff against Egypt in Casablanca. The semi-final itself was an absorbing, finely balanced affair. Both teams showed intent from the outset, trading early opportunities in an open first half. Brahim Diaz came closest for Morocco with a curling effort that drifted narrowly wide, while Nwabali reacted sharply to deny Ismail Saibari. At the other end, Ademola Lookman tested Bounou with a low drive from the edge of the area. Nigeria's talisman Victor Osimhen was tightly marshaled throughout, with Morocco's defense acutely aware of the danger any lapse in concentration could pose. After the break, Morocco gradually took greater control, pushing higher up the pitch. Calvin Bassey was immense at the heart of Nigeria's defense, using his strength and composure to withstand sustained pressure from the hosts. Morocco's best chance of the second half fell to Abd Ezzalzouli, whose curling strike from inside the box was expertly turned away by Nwabali. As fatigue set in during extra time and the stakes rose, caution prevailed, with both sides opting for a safety-first approach. With no breakthrough forthcoming after 120 minutes, penalties were required, and it was Bounou's night to shine, as Morocco marched on to a long-awaited AFCON final. Post-match reactions. Yassine Bounou, Morocco, Total Energy's man of the match. The atmosphere during the match was wonderful. I thank all the fans who supported us. The players did what was required in a match that was not easy at all, and the opponent delivered a very strong performance. I would like to thank the coach, Walid Regragui, who prepared us very well for this semi-final match, and I also thank all my teammates. I say thank you to all Moroccans who supported me. Our people love the players of the Moroccan national team, and that gives us extra motivation to repay their trust. We will focus on recovery, prepare for the final, and give our fans what they deserve. Eric Shell, head coach of Nigeria. The match was never easy, but the players showed a strong mental response and fought for every ball. Losing on penalties is very painful. It's difficult because we worked hard throughout the entire tournament, but that's football. We must continue working. We played this match with high pressing because if you don't press, you leave spaces. Finals can't wait.